It ain't hotter than Miami, I'll tell you that much. Ladies and gentlemen of Knucklehead Nation, I'm absolutely delighted to be joined tonight by none other than the young man who's going to be contending for the Fighters Rep light middleweight title on Fighters Rep 25 on September 7th. Rudy RC3 Cuevas, alongside his coach Harry out there at TriStar and Son. How are you guys doing?
Doing great, man. How are you?
Good, we're doing great.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm really excited to have you guys on, and I'm serious. As you guys told me, it's hot in your gym, man. Don't come to South Florida if you're afraid of the heat, man.
But you know what? I think I'd rather be there.
It
Yeah,
is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. Well, Rudy, man, it's really great seeing you, Rudy. We tried booking this fight. It's no secret, everybody out there. He's taking on Milshon Lathan for the light middleweight title on September 7th. We tried booking this fight with you a couple months ago. I'm assuming you've had some injuries or something that were nagging you that you just wanted to take some time off, perhaps, to allow to heal. Milshon, I think, kind of maybe did the same thing, but he's been active. In that he's been training, but he took the last Fighters Rep event off. You guys are both coming in here healed, ready to go. But, kind of let me know what's gone on with you since your last Fighters Rep appearance, because you looked great there, man, and we've been excited to get you back.
Yeah, just working, man. Just working, getting better. Trying to get better, trying to evolve, getting ready for the next one. That's all, man. My last fight, I was coming off the couch, pretty much not doing anything for 2 years.
Wow.
You want to fight? Let's do it. 12-week camp, and we came out. But this time, a lot more time to prepare, get better, and feeling better, feeling stronger.
Well, you need to get me the brand of that couch, because that's how I want to look if I ever step in the ring. My goodness, you looked great in that fight. Let me ask you, Rudy. We don't know as much about you as we would like, man. What kind of got you into this whole fighting thing? Is it kickboxing you're pursuing? Kind of let me in to the world of Rudy Cuevas, because you were very, very impressive in that Lions Den debut.
I appreciate it. It's just something I fell in love with when I was younger. Just watching UFC, watching MMA, watching combat sports. Just something I kind of just gained interest for, and I kind of had like a natural ability for it, and it became a dream, became a passion, and it's just something that I want to pursue.
Yeah. And did you play any other sports? I mean, because you were just so smooth in there. You were so technical. You're athletic. Your build is like, for light middleweight, dude, you are a massive, massive human being. I mean, you're very well put together. Pause, no diddy. Very well put together. Kind of tell me where that comes from.
I don't know. I don't know where I get that. My dad's only 5'10". My mom's not too tall either. I don't know. It's a gift, I guess. I don't.
Yeah. Now, Coach Harry, tell me a little bit about how you got, you came across Rudy, and let us know a little bit about the gym and where we can kind of, find out more about you guys and follow you guys.
When I joined TriStar and Son, shout out to Marcelo. He was always there for us. He took me under his wing, and then he's teaching me how to, because I like boxing. I'm more of a boxer guy, so he taught me how to hold pads for Thai guys, and it just became a part of it. Shout out to Eric for our new gym here at Transcend Training in Bellflower. Training here for a while now, and he gave us a space to train and do our thing.
Amazing, man. I got a lot of love for Marcelo, bro. I've known him for a long time, and I didn't spar. I think I maybe we did a light sparring a million years ago at Chad George's gym. But I remember we went out there to help out Ozzy from CMMA, and man, that was a great memory I have with Marcelo. It was just Ozzy teeing off on me and Marcelo that day. It was a lot of fun.
Buffalo, man, he's just a water buffalo coming out
yeah.
in the head.
You need to hit that guy with the kitchen sink. But anyway, Rudy, man, kind of back to you, man. Was your original sport boxing? I mean, what is your original combat sport? You know, because I mean, I would imagine kickboxing wasn't your first love, but I could be wrong. Kind of let me know. You know, where did you get started? Because I thought the hands were clean. You know.
Yeah, MMA was my first love. I mean, all combat sports were my first love, but I studied the game. I studied every game. I studied boxing, kickboxing, MMA. But MMA was what got me into wanting to fight and compete. But boxing was my first discipline, martial art.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boxing.
I noticed the hands were clean, the management of distance and range, beautiful, and the knees. My goodness, that's something we really took away from that last performance, man. Kind of let me know, you know, where'd you find out how to throw those knees like that and be so relentless with those knees?
It just comes natural to me, man. I watch it, I see it, and I can do it. You know, it's just something
Yeah.
I've always messed around with growing up, throwing kicks, throwing knees, doing all kinds of stuff like that, and it just comes natural. And then we just take what I had and we train it and we evolve it and make it better and make it more technical.
Now, you know, you mentioned you've always kind of had a love for combat sports. I mean, when did you decide, okay, like I want to do this, I want to fight, I want to compete? You know, when did that come into play?
First time I seen Anderson Silva fight. When I seen Anderson
Uh,
Silva fight the first time in the UFC, I was like, that's what I want to do. That's who I want to be like.
yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you grow up? Like, where did you grow up and how was your childhood? You know, did you fight a lot? Did you enjoy fighting with the other kids? Like, you know, who was Rudy Cuevas as a young man and what cities he representing?
I moved around a lot growing up. I moved mostly in Norwalk, Bellflower area, but we moved around a lot, and not a lot of street fights or nothing like that, but definitely a lot of like throw the gloves on and let's just have some fun. Let's see what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Any brothers or someone that you came up with to kind of, toughen you up a bit, or how was
The
that
older
growing
one,
up?
I did. I guess I had a lot of the the punching bags, I could say.
I
Beat up
see.
on the younger brothers, but no, I have uncles and cousins that are all close to my age or my age, and just those guys. We'll throw the gloves on and we'll do our thing, scrap a little here and there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mentioned it before. I mean, we only got to work with you once. I was highly impressed, obviously. I've heard about you in and around the community a little bit, with the guys over at Beehive now. They're always very
Shout
complimentary of
out to
you as
me.
well.
Shout out to me at NHC.
For
You know,
sure, Sal.
you used to. I think you used to ring announce for Shane Mosley promotion, right?
I did.
That was my first fight, MMA fight, my first MMA fight. I think you were the ring announcer for that fight, and I won the head kick knockout.
Wow.
I think that's where I
Wow.
from.
Wow, man. Wow. I had no idea. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
I had no idea. That was a really long time ago, man.
like 2015, 2016. Yeah,
Wow, man. Wow. Wow. Before I was a promoter.
where you're a big man now. Yeah, I seen you got FightersRep now, and I was like, wow, I got he's doing some. He's doing
Well,
some.
I'm really glad you jumped on, man, because you looked really great. It was our first time working with you, and I said, man, we need to keep working with this kid and building up his amateur career and see what we could do, you know, to get him to the next level. I mean, that's what this is about, right? Win, lose, or draw. And the amateurs, it's more important to you guys than it is to me. I'll tell you that much. But I do think, you guys are, especially because it's Southern California and on the East Coast, South Florida. But I do believe, when you guys are fighting at Fighters Rep, you are taking on tough fights because of the talent in the region, right? And so your last fight, it was a good fight. I thought you dominated, though. Your opponent had significantly more experience than you, but I felt like you dominated. You put on a beautiful performance. Kind of tell me a little bit about your performance and how you felt. Just tell me about the whole experience for you. How was it?
It was awesome, man. I don't think I've ever been part of a show like that. It was a great experience. It really was. It was exciting. Like I said, I was off 2 years, and I was just excited to get back, man, and just I'm tired of sitting on the couch and letting this talent go to waste. So I was excited to get back and show everyone what I'm capable of.
And how was that fight? Because, you were very effective in that fight, but he was very durable. He couldn't really, it seemed he couldn't really time you or catch you. You were a bit too athletic for him, I felt like. But, how was that fight?
I mean, I felt good. I felt good. I felt good. Technical. I knew going in technically I was gonna have the advantage. I felt really confident going in. I always feel confident in my ability, but like I said, 2 years off the couch, wasn't working as much. I worked 12 weeks for that. Give me more time, you're gonna see something completely different. You're gonna see something way better.
Oh man, and I'm excited for this one. We'll talk about this one in a second. Before we do that, knuckleheads, be sure to subscribe to the channel, join the channel, and follow Rudy on Instagram. Also follow TriStar and Son. Rudy, where can they follow you on Instagram?
At I_M_RC3.
There it is. Give him a follow if you're interested in sponsoring his training camp or throwing some money his way. Maybe you put your logo on his shorts or his shirt. Feel free to do so. If you want to reach out to me to facilitate, I can help as well. And get your tickets to Fighters Rep 25 and 26. They're now on sale. Come watch Rudy go for that Fighters Rep light middleweight title. That fight's going to be a fantastic fight, Rudy. Now, I'm chomping at the bit for this one. I think everybody in the community who knows anything about striking or anything about who the man is in the community is chomping at the bit for this fight, Rudy. I don't know if you know that. We're all pretty excited about this fight, man. You looked amazing. You've got a reputation in that last Fighters Rep fight that you had. You dominated, but so has Milshon Lathan. And his past couple fights, especially, his first couple fights with us, they were close. They were tough fights. He was in some wars there. But he's really now seemed to be clicking on all cylinders. He's finished his last two opponents in the first round. He's looked great doing it. What do you think of this opponent? What do you think of this fight, Rudy? Because we're really excited about it.
I think he's a good fighter. I think he's got he's very explosive. He's strong. He's fast. He's a little unpredictable. He throws quick shots. But we've been watching. We've been studying. We've been putting a plan together. So we're prepared. We're ready.
Yeah. And he's a big light middleweight, but you're also a big light middleweight, which makes this even more exciting. You're both athletic, man. You're both technical. My goodness. I mean, I think this is a fight. This match right here, Rudy, is a fight fan's dream. And I got a feeling this fight could end up, Coach Harry. I mean, maybe you agree with me on this one. This fight could end up fight of the night with these two young warriors here.
Left kick, hospital. Right kick, cemetery.
I love it. I love the confidence. And wasn't that a Mirko Cro Cop quote? I love that so much. Is there, what, do you see anything? I don't want you to give away any sort of game plan, obviously, but, what are things that, stick out to you when you think about Milshon?
I don't know. Everybody's been talking about that right hand. He's got that power in that right hand. And, like I said, he's explosive. He's athletic. He's fast twitch. He's unpredictable. So, as long as we stick to the game plan and we'll be okay.
Yeah. I love it, man. I'm so excited about this fight, Rudy. And, let me ask you as well, Rudy. I mean, you mentioned you've been around Norwalk, I guess, for the majority of your life. And I hear the last name Cuevas. I mean, can you kind of tell me about the origin of that last name, Cuevas?
That comes from my grandfather. I don't know too much history on that. Obviously.
I see. Just an interesting last name. I'm down here in Miami. I mean, I may have heard it once or twice, but it's not the most common one. So I was kind of curious about that myself.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this fight. I mean, what do you think you've added, if anything, since the last fight to your arsenal? How have you improved, if at all, from that last fight? You know, what's something we can look forward to seeing in this next fight?
You know, my last fight, I was very reactive. Very reactive. Um, kind of go with the flow type. This fight, you're going to see a lot more calm, calculated, and more technical. Looking to set stuff up, looking to move more angles, and just stick to the game plan.
Too much detail, man.
And what's Coach Harry saying there? Tell me, Coach Harry. Tell me.
Plan being spilled, man.
It's all good.
Well, listen, you're looking with that beard right now and that hairstyle. You're looking very Artur Beterbiev. I don't know if anybody's told you that, brother.
Okay, I'll take it.
You know, and I know, it did seem to me like you were boxing heavy, but man, those knees, like they couldn't be ignored. And those beautiful kicks, man, your kicks I mean, you're a real athlete in there, man. Like, I mean, is that something you had to work on? Do you find that to be just like natural talent that you're operating on? I mean, beautiful kicks, beautiful punches.
That's just something that comes natural. The athleticism, the build, all that. That's just something that comes natural. And then, like I said, from there we take what I have and we build on that.
Yeah, yeah, okay. And you mentioned, you were on the sidelines for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I know even getting you on this interview was a bit of a challenge. You're a working man. I believe you're also a family man. You're a busy guy. What kind of kept you away from the sport for 2 years?
So in 2021 is when I last competed. I was living in Utah and I won state champ Golden Gloves. And then after that, just issues with coaches and stuff, and then just life, work, family just kind of getting in the way, and just not in the way, but just life stuff, and then just kind of sidelined it for a little bit, and like I said, well, I can't be out too long like that.
Yeah.
I have all this talent, and time's only ticking, so
yeah. You said you were living in Utah?
Yeah, I was out in Utah for 4 years.
Interesting. Okay, and what took you over there?
Just more affordable work and stuff,
I get that. Okay. So you did your little Golden Gloves thing out there. You came back, you couldn't stay away from California.
Yeah.
A couple questions. What brought you back to California first and foremost?
Just family, missing everybody. Didn't have too many family out there, people out there. So having more kids, growing family too. It helped to be around home, around back here, around family again, back home.
No, I totally get it. It is a great place. It is a great place for family, and I'm actually probably headed back there soon, believe it or not, which is hilarious. So I understand what you're going through there. For the people that haven't seen you fight, Rudy, what can they expect on September 7th? When you walk into that Lion's Den.
I'm gonna answer that for him. A lot of shit. It's gonna be fireworks.
I think they're gonna see someone who's calm and calculated, and who's calm, calculated, and technical. He's looking to set stuff up, looking to pick his shots, and looking to pick people away. Last fight, like I said, I was very reactionary, very reactive in my fight, and I just kind of let's get in here, let's touch, and let's win it. Let's just win this fight. This fight, a lot more calculated, a lot more, stick to the game plan, set stuff up, find the shot, try to get the finish, try to get out. And if not, then we win a technical decision, a dominant decision.
Gotcha. So, you mentioned Golden Gloves in Utah. You mentioned, MMA was kind of the first foray into competition as well. I mean, what was it that drew you to kickboxing when you finally decided to get off that $1 million couch? Because everybody needs a couch like that if that's how you're going to look getting off the couch after 2 years. What made you pick FightersRep Kickboxing of all places?
I think Marcelo hooked me up with FightersRep. Yeah, Marcelo got in touch with you guys and was like,
"Yeah,
I want to fight kickboxing." But kickboxing is something I feel like I think I'm best at kickboxing. My hands are good. MMA was okay, but I think kickboxing, striking is my bread and butter. Is where I'm at. My kicks come natural, my knees come natural, everything comes natural. Mix it with the hands, and it's gonna be good, man.
Natural, and it looks great, man. Let me tell you, I can't wait to see it again. And it's so exciting, right? I mean, what's more exciting? I feel like when people, Rudy, tune in to watch a UFC fight or MMA, what they're actually hoping for without knowing it is a kickboxing battle, right? They don't want to see guys go to the ground typically. They just want to see guys stand and bang, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cherry, what are your thoughts on that?
Say that again. I couldn't hear you.
What are your thoughts on that? I feel like most people, even the MMA fans, what they actually want to see is kickboxing. I mean, they want to see two guys standing up and fighting. They don't really love.
I grew up as like, I love boxing. My grandparents love boxing. So to me, real men, should stand up and fight. Can't be on the ground. You got to be standing up and fight. I mean, that's what I grew up in, and that's what I believe.
Yeah.
And everybody's missing that part now, where stand up has gone away, and we're happy that you're bringing it back.
I really appreciate it, and I can't do it without willing participants like yourselves, so we appreciate you guys big time. Coach Harry, what can you tell me, a little inside scoop, but we can't give them too much, right? But what can you tell me about Rudy Cuevas, because from what I saw a lot of talent in there the last time. What can you tell me
of talent, George?
Yeah.
I mean, first time I seen this guy, I said, man, I told Marcelo, I said, dude, that's the guy. Because I don't really see a lot of talent out there. No disrespect, but when I seen this guy, I said, man, this is, he's got something in the bag. He's got to go to somewhere, outside the country and make some money.
Yeah. And, is it just natural? Does he also have good work ethic? I mean, what can you tell me a little bit about Rudy Cuevas here?
Work ethic is nonstop. This guy knows the fight game, reflex. I mean, just put it all together. Boxing, kicking, whatever. You put him in there, he's gonna give you something.
Oh man, you got me. you get me hyped up for this fight. I mean, listen, this is it's turning into or something close to, I think, the glamour division at FightersRep. These middleweights, these light middleweights, these super middleweights. These are always like, because they're kind of towing the line, Coach Harry and Rudy. They're kind of towing the line between the smaller, really fast guys, but also the big, powerful guys. They have the athleticism of the smaller guys. They have the power of the bigger guys, and they're also big themselves. I mean, Rudy, Rudy, you're probably what, like around 6 feet tall, maybe?
Yeah, 6'1".
6'1". I want to say Milshon is about the same. I mean, so, I know you guys are cutting down to light middle, but I feel like, by the time you probably walk into that ring, you're good 10, 15 pounds more at the very least. And, you guys are some big boys. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous division, and it's exciting. How does that make you feel to be, part of this dynamic kind of middleweight, super middleweight, light middleweight scene over here in kickboxing right now?
It feels awesome, man. It feels like I belong. It feels like where I should be. Like you said, we're teetering that line of we're big, but we also got the athleticism and the speed and the power, and you just mix all that together, and it's the perfect division.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about this training camp, man. I mean, how long has this training camp been? And maybe shout out a couple of your sparring partners. Let me know what you're working with.
Oh, yeah. 12 weeks now. I think
Wow.
We got the notice. Yeah, so 12-week training camp. And then just working with my guy, Harry. And, I have my brother who just started training with me. So he's just had his first fight. And so him, and then I'm Beehive over at the NHC. Those guys, man, that's where we do our sparring and a lot of our work. That's where I get most of my sparring and those guys over there, man.
So there's another one of you out there somewhere. You said your brother's training now.
Oh yeah, he's even bigger than me, 6'2".
Damn. Okay.
He won his first fight.
Wow. Okay. And how's he looking, Coach Harry? How's the brother looking?
It's in the genes. It's in the genes. It's in the blood.
I love it, man.
First fight.
What was that?
Sent his opponent to the hospital in his first fight.
Wow. Wow. Okay. 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 Well, hopefully we'll get him in the Lions Den at some point as well. But Rudy, obviously
Be there.
yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. We would love to have, Rudy, we're super excited to have you. I think this fight here is going to be worth the price of admission on its own. I really do. I think you guys are two very, very high level young athletes. I can't wait to see this fight. I can't wait to see what happens after this fight and to continue to grow the trajectory of not only you, but Milshon. But I'll say this, man, for an amateur fight, this fight is, for me, it's probably going to look like a pro fight. I mean, that's the quality of talent and striking that I've seen from the two of you. So I mean, I think that makes it a bit more intriguing to me, and I think both of you are training a lot with pros, and that probably has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So. Sure. So yeah. So I mean, I don't want to force any predictions out of you or anything like that. But for those people that are on the fence, Rudy, they're not sure if they want to come out to the Commerce Casino on a Saturday night. They got the kids, they got the grandma, they got whatever it is. Why should they buy a ticket to come watch Rudy Cuevas throw down and go for gold on September 7th?
I mean, I think you've said it all. Like me and Milshon, I think we're the top dogs at 160. It's gonna be a banger. Milshon, he's fast, he's athletic, he's strong. I'm also athletic, fast, strong. I'm technical. I think, like you said, it's gonna be a pro level fight, and it's gonna be exciting.
It really is. I mean, you both come from these camps, and I know you guys are sparring and training with high-level pros. Coach Harry, I'm so excited about this fight. Tell me, Coach Harry, why should people buy tickets or join the channel and watch the live stream so that they can watch Rudy throw down against Milshon?
Like he said, you've said it all. Rudy's fast, strong. I mean, strong and fast.
No,
fast. And you're gonna see something different that he's never done. His last fight was like his coming out fight, but this fight's gonna be more than the Cuban Missile Crisis. It's gonna be missile flying. Shout out to Sergio. Love that guy.
For sure. He's
fighting that day, I think.
Oh yeah, he is. I mean, this card is stacked, and Sergio's on the card too. I mean, I know you spar out there with the Beehive, so I'm sure you're seeing him a lot as well. But yeah, it's going to be a fantastic fight. Anyone, before I let you guys go, and again, I really appreciate your time, Rudy. I know you've been working late night, man, and you're probably exhausted, but you're still at the gym. I think that demonstrates some serious work ethic, and that's very impressive. But before I let you go, man, anyone you guys want to shout out, thank, the floor is yours. Let me know.
I want to shout out Neil Andres there in Florida, TriStar team, Jake Capino out there in Bakersfield, Marcelo, Dio Miguel, and Sergio and Beehive Fight Club NAC, and that's about it. And everybody else that helped us to get where Rudy's at.
I love it. Rudy, you got anything else for us, brother?
Same, man. All those guys at TriStar, of course, our team, and then all those guys at Beehive, man.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sitting down with us and Rudy Cuevas as he prepares for war against Milshon Lathan on September 7th. It's going to be an absolute banger of a fight for the light middleweight title at FightersRep. Don't miss it. It goes down September 7th. Get your tickets and live stream at FightersRep.com. Join the channel and give Rudy a follow on Instagram. Rudy, man, thank you again so much for your time. You too, Coach Harry. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys doing this with me.
See you there. Yep, we'll see you September 7th.
We'll see you guys. Oh, and try to show up on Saturday for the open workout. Get some pictures and video if you guys don't mind.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you guys there. Have a good one. Appreciate you guys.
Bye.